No, it's not. It's not recording. Oh, wait a minute. Gina's on. Actually, it is recording right now, MISHPACHA. It just came on 13 seconds ago, 14 seconds ago. Well, no, Gina says 7:39. I don't know if that was an old one, but it's recording right now. It just started 23 seconds ago. Glory be to Yah. So YouTube is on. Glory be. All right. So what do we have here? Do we need to be pulled in 5 different directions? You ever see like if you have a couple of dogs and you play with a toy and they all are starting to grab for it and you know who wants this and everybody starts pulling at it at the same time? Well, we don't need to be pulled in 5 different directions, 4 different directions, 3 different directions. We need to be pulled only in one direction, and that's straight. Right, MISHPACHA? Now, our spirit becomes sensitive to the leading of Yahweh only when the Spirit of the Almighty is inside of us. We're more in tune with him. He's omnipresent. He let us all hear even before we knew his name, even before we got baptized. Right? He was doing a work in us our whole life, and we didn't even realize it. But alignment begins the second that we surrender to the Almighty and live his way and not our own. Once we say, Father, I give up everything. I give it all to you. All of it. I own nothing of it anyway. We own absolutely nothing. It shouldn't be that hard to say, here, Father, here it all is. Because without you, I have no breath and I have nothing anyway. Right? Let's go into Proverbs 4:23. Right? Without him, we have absolutely nothing anyway. So to hold on to things like that, you know, we need to be holding on to him. That's what we need to be holding on to. Because people right now during this whole time have been taking their last breath. We don't know when it's our last breath, right? Proverbs 4:23. Oh, wait a minute. They always do this puzzle piece on TikTok. Hold on once. I think I got it the first time. Yes, I did. All right. I got it aligned, that little piece into the puzzle piece. I got it aligned the first time. Gloria, your hands up, beautiful. You have something, Mama? Okay. Nope. Just want to check. Okay. Everybody, Proverbs 4:23. So great to be back with you guys. We're going to be back tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Rise and shine, MISHPACHA. Just when you thought you could get away from my voice in the at sunrise, nope. Forget about the do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Now you got me. Right, Joe? Joe's laughing. All right, you got to laugh, MISHPACHA. You got to laugh. Can't take life that seriously all the time. You got to laugh. All right? All right, 20. Let's go this. Let's go to Proverbs 4:20. My son, attend to my words. Incline your ear. Listen, incline your ear to my sayings. That means listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm telling you. Let them not depart from your eyes. What? My words. My scriptures. Don't let your ears go deaf to my words. Don't let your eyes, when you're in scriptures, go blind to what I'm showing you. Let them not depart from your eyes. Guard them in the midst of your heart, in the center of your heart, MISHPACHA. Guard them, his words. For they are what? 22. For they are life unto those that find them. Well, a lot are not finding them because they don't even have the Old Testament. And now the Old Testament, even the Torah is being attacked right now. Right? For they are life unto those that find them, and health to all their flesh. So not only spiritual everlasting life, but also life in the natural. 23. What does it say? Keep your heart with all diligence and alignment, for out of it are the issues of life. Everything, your heart is guarding everything that you do, everything that you watch, everything that you listen to. Don't forget, it was Gabriel, right? He's the one, Lucifer, the fallen one. It was his heart that was wicked. It was nothing he said. It was nothing he thought. It was heart. It was his heart that got him kicked out of the kingdom. So what does it say? Keep your heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. Put away from your froward mouth. Put away from your negativity out of your mouth. You got to start speaking positive and speaking life, speaking joy, speaking peace, speaking prosperity, speaking love, speaking forgiveness, being merciful, right? You got to speak that out of your mouth. Whatever you speak out of your mouth, it's going to return back to you. What does it say? Put away your froward mouth and perverse lips far from you. What's perverse? When people tell dirty jokes, right? When you ever hear people telling dirty jokes, men, like men in the locker room, they say locker room language. Well, women are just as bad. I have news for you. It's not just the men that has that nasty mouth, right? Saying things that ladies should not be talking like that. We were raised so different, Everything is just everything is okay. Yeah, my grandmother used to do that to me at a young age. She used to bribe me. My grandmother used to bribe me. Really. She used to go, come here, Michelle, come here. I'm going to tell you something about me and my family. Italian descent, okay, 100%. Okay. My grandmother would say, this is my mom's mom. She would say, come here, Michelle, come here. Come here, sit next to grandma, come here. She goes, you know what? I have a surprise for you. Let me hear all the bad languages. Let me hear all the bad words that you know. And I'd be afraid to say it. She goes, let me hear. I guess they think it's cute when children curse, because I don't think there's anything cute about children cursing, because you're actually cursing out of your mouth. So she would actually, and I would say the S, grandma, S. Now I'm thinking I'm going to be rewarded for action. No, she tricked me, right? She just wanted to know what it was that I learned. I guess maybe she wanted to know what was being said in the household, what I was picking up from mom and dad, right? I want to hear, come here, Michelle, I want to hear. Until I said that F word, I thought she was going to blow through the roof. That day was not a good day. Let's just put it that way. That day was not a good day, right? So all about the parents, all about what we're hearing on TV. So what does it say? Get away from the mouth, right? Put away from you a froward mouth and perverse lips put far away from you. Let your eyes, MISHPACHA, your eyes look right on, and let your eyelids look straight before you. Don't look to the right. Don't look to the right. Don't look to the left. Don't look behind you. Those doors are shut for a reason. We're going through new doors today. It was the first day, 7 o'clock this morning, right? 7 o'clock tonight. Things had to shut. Our 12 o'clock had to shut down. I'm not doing Monday, Wednesday, and Friday anymore. Now it's every day, 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. Every day, except I don't know about the weekend yet, Saturday and Sunday. That's yet to be determined with Yah and myself and with us, right? But right now, 7 a.m., 7 p.m. Eastern time, every day, Monday to Friday, right? So what does it say? Let your eyes look right on and let your eyelids look straight before you. Ponder, wonder, think about the path, your feet. Where are your feet going? Backwards, to the side? Think about how your life could be if you could just move forward. That's why doors are opening for us now, MISHPACHA, because that's it. We're going in a new season right now. Ponder, think about the path of your feet, and let all your ways be established. Turn not to the right hand nor to the left, and remove your foot from evil. Remove everything that's Babylonian systems. Remove yourself from people that you know that are no good for you. Friends, family, whatever it is. Relationships, whatever it is that you know that's not good. If you're in a place of employment and they're lying and cheating and stealing and fixing the books and stealing things and you can't work there. There's no place. That's not a place for you to be, right? So our heart, MISHPACHA, determines the direction of our lives. Our heart, not our mind, not our mouth. Our heart determines the direction of our lives. Are we going to live in all the hurt and all the past and everything else when the Almighty said, you're forgiven of all that? Forgive others that have hurt you. Move on. I got better things for you. You know what? You had to go through things. We all went through things. All of us went through some traumatic things. I lost 3 babies I didn't carry 3 times full term. I never got to hold any of my babies, none of my children. Am I going to blame Yah? Am I going to live in the past? Or am I going to move forward saying, Yah, everything has a purpose. Everything was to get me where I need to be right here, right now. And that's the same thing for all of you, MISHPACHA. Okay? So our heart determines the direction of our lives. We can never, ever, ever rise higher and walk in the true alignment while we're carrying hatred, jealousy, bitter. I'll repeat this, okay? If we're carrying still the hatred, jealousy, bitterness, unforgiveness, greed, pride, or hidden rebellion, how can we raise higher when we have so many things stacked on our shoulder that goes against peace, love, gentleness, kindness, right? Everything that's going against the living word, we're actually wearing it as a garment, right? So let me say it again. We cannot rise higher. We cannot elevate. We can never, ever be aligned with the Almighty while carrying hatred. Well, he says those that don't love don't have him, right? If we have to look at the world, they're in war with each other, right? Blowing each other up, stealing from each other, right? So how can we rise to our highest that we're meant to be and walk in the true alignment while we're carrying? Everybody say, I no longer carry these things. These things have already been off me, right? But we can't if we're still carrying hatred, jealousy, any form of bitterness, unforgiveness. Forgive yourselves, MISHPACHA. A lot of times, we got to forgive this one, forgive that one, forgive the, a lot of times we got to forgive ourselves. Okay? If we can't forgive ourselves, the Almighty forgave us. If I did something, I had a whole library full of, it wasn't just a book, wasn't 5, I had a whole library of abominations, lies, cheating, jealousy, pride, anger. So how can we say we're children of light if we have hatred, jealousy, bitterness, unforgiveness? How many of you, I can never forgive that person. I can never, how many people blame the Almighty? I can never forgive the Almighty for what he's done to me. I can never forgive him. Well, he forgave you. All the things that you've done against him. Right? And a lot of times it's not him that's doing it. We're blaming the wrong one. Right? So as long as you're carrying hatred, jealousy, bitterness, unforgiveness, greed, pride, and hidden rebellion, you can never rise to the alignment that the Almighty has already in store for you. You're preventing your own movement. It's you. It's like you're wearing cement shoes. Well, we're meant to walk and run on that narrow path straight ahead and just have everything just moved out of the way. Move, 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 move. Let's go into Psalm 51:10. Back to Psalm 51:10. We're going to be talking about dandelions in a few moments. Psalm 51:10. I got a few surprises for you, MISHPACHA. We're going to raise up your intellect today. We're going to raise up your intuition today. We did it this afternoon. I think, Mona, did you say you got 4 out of 5? Who was the one that had, it was you. It was you that got 4 out of 5. I knew it was you. 4 out of 5. Joan, what did you say? You had 3 or 2? Oh, she got 3. 3 out of 5. Wait till you see. And you know what? You are all going to be raised up in alignment with the Almighty and the universe and your vibration, that you're going to start seeing things in the supernatural. I'm going to teach you. You're going to be doing it here today. Things that were taken away from us, you already have. Discernment. 51:10. Joan, can you read that for us, love?
Yes, I can.
Wonderful.
Create in me a clean heart, O Yah, and renew a steadfast spirit within me.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Two things that are happening. Create what? Create a new mind? Create my own thinking? No, create in me what? A clean heart. Not one that's full of abominations. Not one that's full of, you know what, so much pain, so much torture, so much, things of the world that are just keeping me, Father, away from you. Create in me a clean heart that's aligned with you, Father. Create in me everything good that you created me to be for you. Forget about everybody else. Forget about our parents, our grandparents. Yes, we love them. We got to be obedient to them. We don't want to be disrespectful, right? But at the same time, our Abba Father wants us to be aligned with him first and foremost before any other relationship. Create in me a clean heart, not things that go against you. Create in me a clean heart. O Allah Most High. And renew. Is that word renew. First my heart was new, but then I went away from you. Now I got to come back. So renew a right spirit within me, your right spirit, right? Cast me not away from your presence, and take not your Ruach HaKodesh from me. Restore unto me the joy of your Yasha, deliverance, salvation. The joy of being delivered, only that you could deliver me. Nobody else could deliver. And uphold me with what? With your free Ruach, your free spirit. It's nothing I had to buy. You already paid the price. I don't have to pay for it. So what do we see here, MISHPACHA? Create in me a clean heart and renew a right spirit within me. What does that mean? For us to be divine aligned with the kingdom, with the Almighty himself, that means we need to have the forgiveness, not unforgiveness. We need to release all the pain and everything else. Don't mean that you don't ever forget. It means that, you know what? You don't let those things tie you down and imprison you. It means you are opening up the prison doors that the Almighty set you free from. You ever, big example. You ever notice elephants? Everybody think about the hugest elephant. Big elephant. Then all of a sudden it was captured, this elephant, away from all the other elephants. And they put a chain on its foot, a little chain that this thing could break out of in a second. But they put that chain, and every time the elephant moved, it just felt a little bit that it couldn't move. It was getting mad until it got tamed. Then it got so tamed that it couldn't fight it anymore. That actually, if you removed it, it would still think that the chain was on them. That's not us, MISHPACHA. When that chain and that jail was removed from us and we were given freedom for everlasting life here and for all eternity, all the chains of bondage was removed from us. There is no more unless we put them on. And that's exactly what Satan wants. So we have to forgive. We have to release. We need to repent on a daily basis. We do it here every single day. Every single day. It's not a one-time thing. We repent every single day, anytime we fall short. And what about love? Do you think love is only when we gather together and only when family comes and we could show, oh, yeah, I love you, da, 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 da. And then the minute someone goes away, right? Do we love the way Yah loves? Do we love all humanity the way, he wants everybody to love him? Do we show mercy the way he shows mercy for us? Oh my gosh, the mercy that he has on me personally, the mercy he has on all of us, you, right? How about walking humbly? Are we walking so much that we're standing up and just trying to carry all these bricks? You ever see bricklayers that they carry stacks of bricks on their shoulders? You ever see those that are in construction, they carry, well, unless they are using wheelbarrows, try to say that fast, right? Some of them carry them on their shoulders, right? Heavy bags of cement. The Almighty says, you know what? Give me all of it. I'll have it. You know what? I'll have all of this taken care of and everything already done for you. You don't have to do nothing. You don't have to mix the cement. You don't have to, I'll have it all done. Just give it all to me. Right? So we got to walk humbly. And what's the first and most important thing is guarding our heart. How many times do we have to say, guard your heart, guard your heart, guard your heart, and then guard your mind, guard your mind, guard your mind. So the battlefield of alignment often begins where? In our thoughts. Let's go to Romans 12:1. Romans 12:1. Glory be to Yahweh. Connie, good to see you. Corbin, good to see you. Nico, good to see you. Come on in, MISHPACHA. Come on in. We're talking about divine alignment with the Almighty and his kingdom, not only in heaven, but here on earth within us, right? And that we need to be aligned. Look, we got 30 people on here right now. Glory be to Yah. That's excellent. And that's without anybody hitting a live, sharing a live, or doing anything else, right? We're getting natural. Those that need to be here, they're going to be here. The Almighty's leading. Fantastic. If you're new here, MISHPACHA, don't forget to subscribe, follow, right? We're going to be here 7 a.m. Eastern time and 7 p.m. Monday through Friday. Okay, we're changing Saturday and Sunday. Okay, I don't know what time for that yet. He hasn't given me that yet. Great things are happening. New doors are opening. We're all started today. Today, we all started to walk through a new day. A new. How many of you felt the newness today when we came here 7 o'clock a.m.? How many felt that already? That newness, a new door just opened for us, and that you felt it. By the time you got off of here, we got off at 8 o'clock. It's only for an hour. It's from 7 to 8 a.m. every day, just for 1 hour, that you felt more alive than you do any other time when you wake up. And that you felt purpose, and you felt aligned, and you felt energized, and you're like, yes! Oh my gosh, where's that laundry? Let me get that started. Oh, wait a minute. Well, that's going. Let me go do this other thing, right? Right? You got so much happening. You're like, oh my gosh. And that's without coffee. That's actually without coffee, right? Glory be to Yah. All right, who wants to read Romans? What I say? Romans, let's go 1 and 2. Let me say. Joe, can you read Romans for us? Romans chapter 12, verse 1 and 2.
Chapter 12, 1 and 2.
Yes, darling. Thank you so much.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
It's okay.
Okay, I'm here. Is everybody here? Is everybody into?
Is everybody here, Miss
Chapter
McCall?
12?
Everybody, yep.
Everybody's here? Okay. Beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yah, that ye present your bodies, a living sacrifice, acceptable unto Yah. We don't say which. What do we say? Let's do the word for which.
Who? What's that?
Who?
Well, that is your reasonable service. Or who is your
In
reasonable?
which your reasons able service. I mean, not conformed to this world, but ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove that is what is good and acceptable and perfect with Yah, of Yah.
Glory be to Yah. So thank you, Joe. Thank you so much. So 12, I beseech you, I search you out. Therefore, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by what? By the mercies of Allah. The Almighty loves you so much that he's going to send somebody, right, to guide you and bring you back on the path, right, on that narrow. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Allah, the Most High, that what? That you present what? Your bodies, a living sacrifice, sanctified, either to cross off the word holy, okay? A living sacrifice, comma, divine, you could put holy, set apart, okay? Acceptable unto Allah, the Most High. This is your reasonable service. 2. And be not, there's a commandment, right? Be not is a commandment. And be not conformed to this world.
Yeah, now.
What's the matter, beauty? I got you, Joe. What happened, Joe? We're in 12-2.
I'm sorry.
Oh, wait a minute. I thought you were saying, I thought you asked where we
Sorry.
are. Oh, no, it's all right. I thought you asked where you are. No, it's okay, right? And be not, that's a commandment. And be not conformed to what? This world. Forget about what the world has to offer. They're looking to tear you apart. They're looking to rip you apart. They're like scavenging wolves that are looking to tear and destroy your whole family, destroy you, destroy your business, destroy just you mentally, emotionally, physically, health-wise, everything they're looking to destroy, right? And be not conformed to this world. Here comes a commandment, but be ye transformed. How? By the renewing of your mind. Right? First you had your mind, then it got altered, and then it got scattered, and then it got full of your own thoughts and your own opinions, and then you got all your worry and your fear and your doubt and any addictions or anything else. Who's thinking this? Who doesn't like me? Who likes me? Who does? Whatever the case may be, we've all been there. And you know what? He says, I need you to be renewed. Renew, new, brand new. Today's a new day. Remember this day. This is the day the Almighty's made. New. I remember your sins no more. I don't remember them. Right? And be not conformed to this world, MISHPACHA, but be ye, here's another commandment, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye children of Yasharel shall what? Shall prove what is that is good and acceptable and perfect, the will of who? Yahuwah, the Most High. Glory be to Yah. So what do we have here? By renewing your mind, you have to not be any part of the world, anything that's lawless, anything that's wicked, anything that's not of Yah. You got to renew from all the mind control and all the things that we've been through. You got to get away from that. Be not conformed to go back into that lifestyle anymore, right? And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is good, acceptable, perfect will of Yahuwah. That's the covenant. Everything he tells you to be, he'll let you be. He'll make you be inside of you, because that's where he dwells. So everything we repeatedly watch, MISHPACHA, on a daily basis, everything that we repeat. You ever hear a song that's like we were doing a B.A.S.I song, that song. I was like, oh, I have this on repeat, just going over and over on Shaken. I love that song. Remember? I was like, oh, this is I'm going to just keep having it going on and on. Right? But everything that we repeatedly watch, hear, please write this down. This is part of divine alignment, whether you're part or not, right? This is how come we're getting back on that path. Today's the first day for everybody. New doors opening. You ready? Everything that we repeatedly watch, hear, everything that comes out of our mouth, that we repeatedly saying over and over and over, I'm never going to get married. I'm never going to have children. I'm never going to have this. I'm never going to have that. Darius, I love you with the birds. Look at little chirp chirps. Thank you. Right? Everything we repeatedly watch, hear, speak, or even meditate on, or even surround ourselves with, can and will influence our thinking. You could take the most righteous person that has been doing everything right, everything good, be in alignment, and all it takes is one whisper by something that somebody says on, it could be anything, could be in a grocery store, and all of a sudden that demon that's got you moving in a different direction, right? So MISHPACHA, what we have to do as a family, because we're strong. Ah, there you go. Nate, we got the Rice family. Glory be to God. Bruce, good to see you, darling. Right? So what do we have here? What we have to do, MISHPACHA, as a family, brothers and sisters in covenant, right? We have to recognize thoughts. We have to recognize that our thoughts that produce any kind of fear, any kind of confusion, any kind of anger. I'll say this again when I'm done. Any kind of obsession, when you're obsessed with someone, or an infatuated. I was like that. I remember I thought I was in love. What was it, junior high school, or was it high school? I don't remember. But I remember the first boy that ever took my breath away. Oh my gosh. How many remember that first one? Right? That first one that you were in, it was an infatuation. It wasn't even real. It was, you thought. It's what you thought. How many times that, you know what, somebody liked you and you had no interest in, right? How many times did that happen in your life, that somebody was interested in you and you just, we could only be friends. I just don't feel that towards you, right? Not everybody feels that, right? So we have to recognize our thoughts that produce any kind of fear, There you go, Crystal. Broke it. Yeah. Right? Produced any kind of fear, any kind of confusion that starts in our brain too. Fear is also in the brain, right? Anger. You ever see someone so mad that they're beating up their spouses, they're beating up children, they're beating up animals, they're punching holes in the walls like animals, right? They're doing such demand. Oh my gosh. Hurting them physically, hurting themselves, right? Anybody who has obsession, you ever hear, oh, I'm so obsessed. It could be anything. You know what? Remember the craze? I'm going to use this as an example. Remember the Beanie Babies? Oh, I'm obsessed. I got to have all the Beanie Babies, right? I'm obsessed, right? No, you're not. You're possessed. There's a big difference. There's a possession for idolatry. Obsession and possession. Notice, okay, when you're obsessed with things and people, that's an obsession. It's an obsession with an O that is a possession with a P of demons inside of us. Used to be until we got baptized and cleansed of them. Pride. We have to recognize our thoughts. Anytime that we think we become prideful or better than anyone else, you better start getting on those knees and start humbling, lowering yourself, because nobody is better than anybody. Nobody knows it all. Okay? I'm the first one to say, I do not know it all. I'm learning every day. We are all learning what the Almighty wants us to learn when we're learning it, right? So division, anybody that sets apart brothers and sisters and tries to pull them apart, the Almighty can't stand it. It's an abomination. All these things are an abomination to him. Any form of division. And you know what's the worst out of all of it? The worst out of anything is the lack of trusting the Almighty for everything. That's the worst. Let's go into Philippians 4:8. MISHPACHA, Philippians 4:8. I got something for you guys, and I'm not going to tell you. Right? I got something for you. Right? Right? Philippians 4:8. Okay, Philippians. I'm learning the Sefer, so you're bearing with me too. I don't put bookmarks, only on a few of them. I'm trying to remember where everything is, because I like, you know me, I don't like to have bookmarks. I want to know exactly where the books are. I'm still in a learning phase, right? I'm always in the King James, because for new people that come on, right? Because they usually have King James, New King James, ESV, the NIV. But I'm done with that. I want to stick just in the Sefer for now. All the prescription, no matter what translation you have, they're all, every single one of them has been cursed. Every single one has been changed, altered. Every single one of them is casting spells. Every single one of them. Philippians 4:8. Let me see. Who did I call on? Let me see. Mona, you want to do it? Yeah, she just found. She's so beautiful. She goes, oh, look, she just. I didn't even have to look. She just raised her hand. Right? Isn't she beautiful? Oh, gorgeous. I love you. Look at you guys. Crystal, she's so excited. Yes. You ready? Let's go.
Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue, and if there be any praise, think on these things.
Go to 9.
Those things that you have both learned and received and heard and seen in me, do, and the Yah of peace shall be with you.
Glory be to Yah. So what do we see here? Thank you, beautiful. So glory be to Yah. We're just so grateful. So Philippians 4:8. What does it say? Finally, when you see the word final, It means the ends. This is, Paul here. He says he's writing he's writing the epistles, the letters to the Philippians and Philippi. And he says, finally, after this letter, it's just like saying, you know what, I'm going to say, I love you. Have a great day. Shepherdess Michele. So he's finalizing this letter now to the Philippians. And what does he say? Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, not lies, not wicked, not deceitful, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are a good report, if there be any virtue, and if there be any praise, think on these things. You have 6 things here. You have things to think about that are true, honest, just, lovely, good. If anything, okay, if there be virtue, if there be anything about praise, think on these things. Those things that ye have, both have learned, that you have learned and received. You already learned who our Savior is. You already know that you've already been healed. You already know that he's with you, that he'll never leave you or forsake you. Don't worry about anything. Forget about the past. Not forget about it that it never happened, but you got to move on for it. These things, I want you to keep thinking of the kingdom. Think about me. Think about creation. Think about me coming in the flesh. Think about me on the cross with 9-inch nails. Think about what I had to do for you personally, to come back into my kingdom, a purified bride. Are we going to waste our lives, Mishpacha, thinking of things that we didn't know about the Almighty and holding everything and everyone else and just thinking I should have did this? We all should have, would have, could have. If we knew things earlier, we didn't. If that was meant to be, he would have made us learn things about him earlier. We need to fall on our face to realize we're going to try things and we can't do nothing without him. The sooner we realize that it's his kingdom, his righteousness, his way, and nothing else matters, that's when doors open. That's when you could say, you know what? You'll hear him say, Michele, I'm going to use me as an example. My daughter, I've taken your 3 children. I've taken your 3 children, and they're here in my arms. And the spirit and soul is waiting for you when you return. I don't want you to think about it. Think about them, yes, but I don't want it to keep you from moving from my purpose that I have in your life. I don't want it to remove the joy and the peace and the love that I am and what I have for you. Don't worry, you'll be reunited with your loved one. Don't worry about anything as long as you stay in righteousness and I'm going to keep opening doors for you. I'm going to make sure that you're protected, you, your household, and your loved ones, right? So what do we say? He's saying, think on these things. Think, because you ever see a brain? You ever see a picture of a brain? It's actually split right in the middle, right? Why? Because there's a war constantly going on. 1 minute we're with Yah, the next minute we're alone and fearful and just depressed and everything else. And that's everybody. It's not just one. It's everybody that's been through that. Okay, emotions. He says, I don't want you to be overly emotional. You know what? I want you to stay in my peace. Sing songs. Let me show you what's going on. Just trust me. All you have to do, Mishpacha, is just trust the Almighty, and he will do everything else. So what does he say? Think truth. Meditate on scripture. Remove unnecessary noise. Everybody that's in your ears. You ever have those? They're always in your ears, the TV. You know, I go to Donnie's house. I don't know how he does it. I don't know how this man does this. He has his TV on in his bedroom. He has the TV on in the living room. He's in his studio playing the guitar that he can't even hear himself. He has all this noise and distraction. The minute I come in, all I hear is chaos. That's all I hear. That's all I hear. It's just everything coming at me as pure chaos and ruining all the peace and vibration. I don't know how he does it. So what we have to stay aligned with, Mishpacha, is shutting off the noise. Think truth. Think on things righteousness. Think heaven things, right? Think on pure, loving, right? Meditate on scripture. Who he says you are. What he says you already have. You have him. The I am that I am is inside of you. If you have him, you have everything. Just claim it. Remove unnecessary noise. Please get rid of everything else that's a distraction. You come to my house, there's no TVs on. No, I pulled out cable, I keep saying 12 years ago, right? Remove unnecessary noise. You don't need every single room to have 4 different platforms on, right? Stop feeding fear and all forms of lack. Got to stop. And stop feeding fear. That's a demon. Stop feeding lack. That's a demon. Okay? Guard. What does the Almighty say? He says, guard your mind. Guard what enters into your mind. Test the spirits, right? There you go. Joan's pointing to her head, right? Guard what enters into your mind. If somebody says something to you, I rebuke it. I rebuke it. I don't want to hear anything that is not righteous, pure, true, loving, kind, forgiving, things that aren't aligned with. I don't even want to hear it. It's one thing if we're petitioning and then we need to, remove demons off of people. That's one thing. But you know what? I don't want to hear the vulgarity that's on TV. I can't even watch TV shows. Every other word is the F word, the S word, right? It's all sexual violence. It's bad. Right? So we got to stop feeding the demons of fear and lack. And we got to guard our mind, what enters into it, right? What we're watching, what we're listening to, right? And what does the Almighty say? We got to take our thoughts captive. Let's go to 2 Corinthians 10:5. Everything I'll show you, okay? Everything that we do, I'll show you every single scripture that backs everything that we do. Okay? 1652. Glory be to God. I'll never leave. Is anybody going to leave Yahuwah? Or are you going to stay focused on him? I love that song. This world has nothing for me. I love that song. Right? Where am I? 2 Corinthians 10:5. This world has nothing for me. Does this world have anything for you, MISHPACHA? Is there anything out there that you're missing so much? Right? Is there anything that's out there that that's only going to destroy you if you stay out there? That's why it's out there. We're called set apart for a reason. All right, we're in 2 Corinthians and we're in 10:5. And what does it say? All right, let me see. Gloria, you want to read that for us?
Yeah, right. All right, 10:5. Let me get this little Bible.
That's all right, beautiful. No worries.
It says, casting down arguments and that's what that says, right? Yeah, casting down arguments and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of the Almighty Yah, bringing every thought into captivity to the obedience of HaMashiach, and being ready to punish all disobedience when your obedience is fulfilled.
Beautiful. Thank you, Mama. All right, let's go into 2 Corinthians. I'm going to read it now because I always do. I always go back to just. All right, so what do? Casting down. That means, what does it mean to cast down? Well, we elevate the Almighty. We raise him up. We ramamu, right? So to cast down means you're going to take these thoughts and you're going to throw them right into the bottomless pit. Anything that's coming against your mind, these demons, anything that's coming against you and trying to attack your mind, your thinking, your joy, your peace, and everything the Almighty has for you. What does he say? What does it say? Casting down imaginations. What's an imagination? Something that you're visualizing in your own head. You're actually playing out the scene in your own head. It's like somebody having a fantasy over somebody that, oh, I'd love to have him, or they're already thinking about the act, right? Or I'm thinking about a man at the gym. Oh, I'd love to have her, right? They're already thinking about what they would do. An imagination. How many times did you think something about somebody and it wasn't even right? Right? You thought something, right? What does it say? Cast down, throw it out, throw out your own thinking. Casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of Allah, the Most High. Anybody that says that the commandments have been done away with, anybody who says, oh, we can do whatever we want as long as I know his name, right? Is that going against the Almighty? 100% it is. Can't just do whatever we want. Can't just forget about his commands, that is his covenant. Can't just do whatever we want. And what does he say? And bring into what? Captivity. You bring those thoughts in them. You put them into prison. You put them into spiritual prison where they can't get out anymore. Right? So casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge, because you have wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, Mishpachah. You have discernment. You know what's true and you know what's a lie, right? You know what's real and you know what's la fake, make believe, right? Casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalts itself against knowledge of Allah, the Most High, and bringing it into captivity. You're holding it. You're the one putting them in chains, okay? Bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of HaMashiach, the Messiah, and having a readiness to revenge all disobedience when your obedience is fulfilled. What does that mean? What does that mean to revenge all disobedience? Well, vengeance is the Almighty. What does it mean? That means to come against the demons that have lied to you this whole time. Everything that was trying to keep you from the Almighty, you know what the greatest revenge is? By not listening to them anymore and rebuking them. The greatest revenge is picking yourself up and being the best version the Almighty has created you to be, and not sink low and go into depression and isolation and being into captivity of demons, because you bring one into your head. Here comes the many. They come with friends. These demons all come with friends. Okay? So the minute we bring everything into obedience with the Almighty, we take the disobedience that's inside of us, our thoughts, those spirits, we rebuke them, we call them off and out of us, out of our family, out of our house. And what do? We put them, and what do? And we cast them into the bottomless pit to never return, right? Obedience is now being fulfilled with the Almighty, with the authority that he's given you, the power to trample on snakes and scorpions, the power he's given you, right? Now obedience is being fulfilled because you're doing what he told you to do and how to get rid of these things that are trying to enter into you, right? Does that make sense? We are connected to creation, Mishpachah. We're almost done. We always have been. We're supernatural beings, spirit and soul, but our body is made out of the dust. Just like Adam. We have all these minerals that our body needs. That's why the plants, the vegetables, the fruits, the herbs, the spices, everything is meant to heal us. Even our body that's on we're on a 24-hour clock. Things that heal, the daytime, and things that heal while we're sleeping. Right? So we are not, I just want to, hold on. Okay. We are connected to creation, to our creator, right? Creation. We are not separated from the physical world around us. We're not separated. We're a part of it, right? We're part of it. We're spirit and soul, but our physical body was made out of what? The dirt, right? That's why, you know what? Dirt you were made from, and dirt you're going to return back to, right? Right? So we are not separate from the physical world around us. Yahuwah actually formed humanity from the earth itself. We know that from Adam, right? And he breathed the breath of life in his nostrils and he became a living soul, right? We're almost done. Glory be to Yah. Okay, our bodies, Mishpachah, interact constantly with creation. Everything around us is in vibration. That's in true vibration, whether it's flowers, trees, everything that has life, everything that has light of the Almighty, everything that's breathing. Our bodies interact consistently with creation environment through how? Light, the Almighty, and sound, vibration. Okay, in case you're writing that down, our bodies interact constantly. We're in constant interaction with creation's environment from the Almighty. How? Through light, not through darkness, and through sound vibration, not through pagan music that makes you sick, right? So it's through light, it's through sound, it's through temperature, right? You know the difference between hot, cold, and lukewarm, right? Right? Through light, through sound, through temperature, right? What's going on with the weather? We're interacting that, we're here, right? The air that we're breathing, okay? So our bodies interact constantly with creation, the environment, through light, through sound, through the temperature of the weather. How about through air, the air that we're breathing? You ever notice if you have a lack of oxygen, what happens? You can't breathe like a fish out of water, right? You need air. How about water? 3 days without water, you're done. 3 days without water. You could go, depending on the person, up to 40 days. Up to. Not everybody makes 40 days. Okay, but 3 days guaranteed without water, it's over. Okay, so through light, through sound, through temperature, through air, through water. How else do we interact constantly with creation? Through food, right? Ah, cat, I love you, darling. Through food, right? The vegetables, the fruits, the herbs, the spices, the natural things that were part of creation. We're all going to get back to that, MISHPACHA. The Almighty's been leading through us through this, through all the fasts. We did the chlorophyll, just eating all greens. We've done water fast where we're not eating any food at all. Then we did Daniel fast, no meats, no sweets, no breads, right? We've done that. He's leading us up to getting away from all the toxins that are in starches, in breads that are made by man, in foods that are made that are processed, and even the meats that are actually possessed with just sicknesses. You know, you have the bird flu, right? You have the swine flu. You have mad cow disease. That's all flesh. First of all, you're not supposed to eat pig anyway. And what about the trees? Well, what about them? The second you pick them off, you better eat them while they're still having life in them, because life comes into life. But you got to realize, not even the plant-based stuff. Don't forget, who created the plant-based stuff? The same one that created the vax. The same one. All that, and I eat some plant-based things, I do. Right? But that plant-based stuff, when they say it's an impossible burger, impossible. If that hamburger from McDonald's or Burger King, that impossible burger from Five Guys or whatever burger place, well, it really is impossible, because burgers don't bleed. I mean, impossible burgers don't have that blood like a regular hamburger. And we're not supposed to ever eat the blood of any animal. That steak can never ever be medium rare or rare, or steak tartare without cooking it at all. Right? If you're going to eat it, it better be charcoaled. Getting away from all of it. The Almighty's leading us. Okay, I was doing vegan for a while, getting away from all the meats. I've done it for months and months at a time. But this last time, it was about over a month. And yesterday was the first time I had lamb. I don't know why, I craved it. And I had it. And it was delicious. I have to say, it really was. It was really delicious. It really was. Right? So we have to be careful what our bodies interact with constantly. Right? Light, sound, temperature, air, water, food. How about touch? When somebody touches you, are we supposed to have anybody touch us? You all know the answer to this. You all know the answer. Not anybody's allowed to touch you. If you have friends and family coming over and they're coming through your door, you make sure you're petitioned up and you got that anointing oil on your hands, and you rebuke anything before they even walk through that door. Because the demons that are inside of them are going to try to get inside of you, and they can't because you're protected. How about somebody that touches you affectionately? Right? Oh, sweetie, you're so good, and you want to hug and everything, right? And they're equally yoked. Or what about somebody that grabs you and grabs your arm violently? Right? You got to be careful. The environment, right? How about movement? The way the world is moving, right? The earth right now. Everything has a season, and everything is moving so fast right now. Time is moving so fast. So our bodies are interacting constantly with everything, from temperature to air, water, food, touch, movement, right? Light, sound. Let's go to Psalm 19:1. Let's just go into Psalm 19:1. Almost done. I know I keep saying we're almost done 5 times. Psalm 19:1. But you know what? It's important. In these days, you can never get enough scripture and going over the same ones over and over and over again, because we need them now more than ever. Right? Don't we need, how many of you need the living word every single day and to have it embedded into your subconscious? I know I do. I can't speak for any of you. But if you have Yah, he says, I want you to meditate on my words. I want you to meditate on my scripture. I want you to meditate on my laws. Right? Psalm 19:1. Okay? The heavens, plural, 3. There's 3 heavens. The heavens enumerate the glory of Yah. And the expanse of the universe, the expanse shows his handiwork. What does that mean? Okay, the heavens enumerate, just confirmation, let's let everything go over. What does it mean? Everywhere you look in the heavens, right? When you look up, you see the sun, moon, and stars, right? When it's dark out. During the day, what are you looking at? You're looking at the blue sky and you're looking at the white clouds, right? You're looking at different realms. You're looking at literally different realms, right? And he's showing us his handiwork by what? The constellations, the blood red moons, the eclipse, the new moons, the half moons, the full moons, right? Spring equinox, summer solstice, all these things that the Almighty is showing that he did for us to see as signs of his handiwork of creation, right? So the heavens enumerate, too much to even count, too much to even understand. The heavens enumerate the glory of Yah, and the expanse shows his handiworks. 2, handiwork. 2, day unto day utters speech. What is day unto day utters speech? Because he spoke. The sun, what? Shines during the day. And what did he do? He spoke it into existence. Day unto day utters speech, and night unto night shows knowledge, showing the difference between light and day. Sunlight and nighttime, day and night. There is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard. Their seed is gone out throughout all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. In them has he set a tabernacle for the sun, for the sun. Not the S-O, this is the sun. That, 5, that is as a bridegroom coming out of his chamber and rejoices as a strong man to run a race. His going forth is from the end of the heavens, and his circuit unto the ends of it. And there is nothing hid from the heat thereof. 7, the Almighty's number. The Torah. He's talking about the gates here. Okay, if you go back here, their line is gone out throughout all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. In them has he set a tabernacle for the sun, the sun. What do you have there? Different phases. Different phases. You know how the sun is at different positions throughout the year? Some is closer to the earth and some it's far. You ever notice how, what is it? I think it's Alaska. I think Joey Cameron did. Alaska, if I'm not mistaken, I think they have like daylight. I think it's like 6 months or 7 months out of the year that there is no nighttime at all. There is no marble. We're not on a spinning marble. We're not a round globe. Okay?
That's correct. That's correct. 7 months without night.
How could you have day and night if you're, how can that be? Because for those that are on a ball that is spinning, that would be constant even in Alaska, and that's not the case. As a matter of fact, you go to Alaska and you put up a camera every single day, just clock the sun every day, and what it does is literally make a figure 8 in the sky. It never goes down. It's actually in the sky, just making a figure 8. We're not on a spinning ball. It's the celestial, it's all the constellations above us that spin. It's not us, right? So where was it? 7. The Torah of Yahweh is perfect. 19:7. The Torah, the commands of Yahweh is perfect. Restoring what? What does the Torah read? What does the Torah do? His words. What does it do? Restoring the soul. The testimony of Yahweh is what? Sure, is true. Making wise the simple, the humble. The statutes of Yahweh are right, rejoicing the heart. The commandment of Yahweh is what? Pure, enlightening. It enlightens the eyes. The fear of Yahweh is what? Clean, enduring forever. The judgments of Yahweh are what? True and righteous altogether. More to be desired are they than gold. Yes, yea, than much fine gold. Sweeter also than honey and the honeycomb. So what does the Almighty want from us? To notice his handiwork of creation and that we're a part of it. That we came from the dust. And that we're celestial, spirit and soul. And that we have to be aligned constantly with his kingdom. Constantly. Glory be to Yah. All right, MISHPACHA. Let me see. Okay. So we can. How many of you can appreciate creation? We're supposed to appreciate, not depreciate, what the Almighty's made, cutting down all the trees, removing all the livestock, removing everybody from truth and their true identity, right? But we are supposed to appreciate creation. We learn from creation. He says, look at the ants. Look at that little ant that it carries, what, 100 times its body size? And they have a colony and they all work together, right? He says, even just take a look at the ants that I created and what they do, right? So we could appreciate creation. We could learn from creation. We are all together that we're supposed to live, not separate from creation. We are supposed to live and be in harmony with creation. And we, MISHPACHA, are to recognize that our physical, not our spiritual, that our physical lives interact with creation. Everything that we do. Everything that we do. The minute you throw a cigarette out your window and it starts a fire that takes down neighborhoods, look what just happened. You just ruined something, right? Everything that we do is interact. The second that you pull off a pomegranate from a tree, right? The second you pull off an apple or an orange or a pear or anything else, or the minute you pull up a carrot from its roots, or the minute you chop down a tree, or the minute, you know what, oh, these roses or these flowers are so beautiful, let me cut them at their stem. The second that you take away their source of light and their source of nutrients is the second that everything starts dying. We are to interact with creation. We're not supposed to remove it. We're supposed to all work in harmony. Remember the sound waves, the plant waves that we hear different sounds from the plants. They all sing glory to Yah. Right? We are one with vibration. We are one with light. We are one with them. Now you got to realize the Almighty is in the center of the universe. Where's the universe, MISHPACHA? Where's the universe? Where's the Almighty sit right now? The kingdom of Yah sits right within us. So we are the one verse that's all together in light. We are all in harmony. We're all in sounds, right? So he is in the center of the universe. Where is that? Within us. He's omnipresent, but he's within us. Glory be to Yah. He's everywhere. There's no place he's not. So what about the frequencies that we've been listening to? Right? We've been doing this for a while. This isn't nothing new. He's just, the Almighty's just opening us up now to even more. He starts us off, let's soak, that you guys should still be soaking to vibration. I put something up there for you today. How many of you went onto the Patreon today or saw that I post something today with sounds? How many even took, because if you're not going to look at that, I won't do it anymore if you're not doing it. Okay, if you're not going to go on there, at least to look at that, just to check it out. What I did today was put out a whole petition for you guys to claim for yourselves, to be alignment with the Almighty. It was actually, there was nothing else but a petition for you on there today. How many of you went on there and said that petition over your lives today? How many seen it? If not, go there. Just, it's all right. It's okay if you didn't, but just letting you know that just because we're not doing the 12 o'clock doesn't mean that I haven't put something up there for you today. Okay. So what about the frequencies? So sound, as you know, is vibration. You know how you know? Everybody say Yahuwah in front of your mouth. I put your hand in front of your mouth, your palm. Just say your name. Just say, I love you, Yah. All you're gonna feel is air coming out and hitting your palm. Right? Sound is vibration. The 432, write this down. Why do we soak? I have soaking on here for a little bit for 432. What is 432? It is our natural frequency. Everybody write 432. We don't say hertz because you know what? They use the words that we say that want to hurt us. Okay, just like be less, right? We don't do that, right? We're going to say vibrations, frequencies. All right. So 432 is our natural frequency. It's the universe frequency. Write that down. Not only is it's nature, it's also the universe frequency. 432 MISHPACHA is also the healing frequency. Healing, literally. You soak in that, guess what? You have ailments and you start calling healing on yourself and being aligned with that frequency, and you calling healing and being restored and seeing the golden colors. Call them on yourself. We did it today. So 432 vibration frequency is natural, universe, and healing frequency. The 528, that is your miracle or DNA repair frequency. The miracle, calling miracles while you're soaking in that. We have 70 of them on the Patreon, right? All different frequencies to do all different things, right? Someone needs a miracle. You know what? You soak to the 528 and you claim, yes, you claim that miracle. You claim what miracle that you need. You say it, you think it, you receive it. Actually, physically in your mind, receive the miracle that you need. 528 is the miracle or DNA repair, because we are so battered from this 5, 6, 7G, that our cell phones, these towers, right? Our cars that are watching us, that have cameras in the cars, right? Real quick, soaking and aligning with creation. What do you use, MISHPACHA? We've used every single one of these. Every single tool I'm going to give you right now is to align you with the Almighty and the universe and everything that in creation. Soft playing instruments. Okay. Those plant waves, right? Just pull up one of those plant waves. We heard the hibiscus. I mean, they are just on an ongoing cycle. There's no beginning and no end to those plants singing and praising, right? So soft instruments, okay? The plant wave sounds. How about gentle sounds of worship, right? When you're praising and you got those karma songs. I know I play those ones that we say, ah, right? And we raise it up and want to dance and run around, right? And then you got those softer ones that you could just be in that zone, right? You got the gentle worship sounds. And then what else? You got the nature sounds, like the rain, like the sounds of a rain or waterfall, right? Or birds chirping. Or you know what? Sometimes I like to hear the sounds of Africa, the Serengeti, and you hear the lions roaring, like they're roaring in the background, right? You hear birds. How about just hearing like violins and harps, right? Those soft instruments, just harps, violins, or quiet piano. It's how you align with Yah. If you're not making time to do this every day, you're missing. Or frogs. There you go. Crystal put frogs. I don't know if frog. You have to love you. You have to be one that loves frogs and that sound. Okay. If you ever watch a frog when it croaks, literally on a lily pad, that croak actually makes ripples in the water. Right. And the best is complete silence. Everything off. And tuned into the Almighty. Everything off. But I'm going to share something with you, Mishpacha. Very important. Even though you're soaking with frequency, even though you're soaking with all these different vibrations and sounds and the golden ratio and humming, but frequency is not our only source. It's not the source. You know what's the source is for our healing and everything? It's Yahuwah himself. Because he's the one that created all of this. He's the one that created sound. He spoke and it happened. Right? All these frequencies are aligned with him. So frequency is not the source. Yahuwah behind the frequency is the source. Does everybody understand that? Joan, love you, beautiful. See you tomorrow at 7 o'clock, or unless you're charging. I guess her phone is running out. Okay? So frequency is not our source. It's Yahuwah who's behind those frequencies. What can sound do, Mishpacha? Paul, good to see you. What can sound do? Sounds can create an environment for stillness. What does that mean? You ever stop to hear the birds? All of a sudden you stopped, right? You're not walking anymore, right? Did you ever stop to hear a waterfall and close your eyes or just play it, right? All of a sudden now you're stopping and experiencing the sound and the vibration. Sounds can create an environment for you to be still and stop right where you are. Sounds can what? Also influence emotions. You ever hear something so beautiful it makes you cry? Do you ever hear something so beautiful that it influences your emotion? How do you know sounds can influence your emotion? We sing songs to Yah, and I'm breaking down. You ever notice when you sing songs to Yah and your spirit, just all of a sudden you start crying, right? You get very emotional over the words, knowing who the Almighty is. And we're singing praise and like we can never give him enough and just being gratitude, right? Sounds can influence our emotions. And if you notice, sounds, singing psalms. Okay, when we sing psalms, what happens? The sounds, the singing, the words, they're being intertwined with petition to Yah. Okay? They're intertwined. Sound and vibration and words that we're singing are being what? Intertwined with either petition for Yah, with Yah, or in just worship, just praise and worship. But a number that's attached to a vibration, like when I say 432 vibration, they use the word hertz, right? But a number measured by vibration, all these soakings that we do, should never, ever, never, ever replace petitioning to Yah one-on-one. Okay, that's not the substitute. Okay? Should never replace the covenant obedience that we have, Yah with us and him with us, right? That we have it together, we're intertwined, right? Okay, just because we're soaking, we should never, ever, ever forget about our covenant obedience. It's never to replace scripture. Because you're soaking and journaling, that's never to replace being in the living word itself. It's never, ever to replace wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, the discernment from the Almighty gives us daily. Okay, just because we're hearing and soaking, right? You still got to seek him, his wisdom, his righteousness. Don't pop in your own thoughts, right? And what else? Okay, vibration should never be met, should never what? Should never replace the rest that our body needs. Okay, we need to rest. It's never to replace a healthy living, a healthy lifestyle, eating right, exercising. We did exercises today, right? Moving some arms. We got a little cardio going today. Okay, just because you're sitting down soaking, right? Everything else you need to be doing too. Most importantly, the sound of vibration should never, ever, ever replace our relationship with Yahuwah. You don't make anything more important than him. When we soak and when we're journaling, we're always putting him first and foremost. Always. Right, MISHPACHA? All right. So daily alignment practice. What should you guys do if you can't get up 7 a.m. with us and you want to know? Before beginning your day, get a fresh piece of paper. I'm going to give you a few things here. Just what you could do. You ready? Before beginning your day, sit somewhere quiet. Just sit somewhere quiet. Could be on the edge of your bed. Put both feet on the floor. Get all the stress out of your shoulders. And do at least a couple of minutes of a breath exercise, breathing in the glory of Yah, exhaling, right? We've done, I'll show you again. We'll do it again in a little bit. Slowly breathing. Breathe in the glory of Yah, exhale anything that's stale or stagnant that's inside of you. And then once you get to a comfortable position and you get to a comfortable place, then you're going to start asking Yah some questions. Okay, everything is heart, mind, body, spirit, and soul, right? So the very first thing your heart needs to ask him, what Yah do I need to release today that I've been holding on to? What is it that I need to release today? What do I need to let go of? What am I holding on so tight that it's actually controlling me? Right? Very first question has to stem from your heart. What do I need to release? What do I need to let go? Like, you know, when you let go of a balloon, don't ever do that anymore. Please don't ever use balloons because they end up in the ocean. Animals are dying from it, right? But picture a bubble. We've done this, and putting all your cares, all your worries, all your anxiety, put it in a bubble, speak it, and blow that imaginary bubble up to Yah and let it go. Right? So once you're breathing, the breathing is over, right? Once you start, never stop breathing. That's over, right? If you stop breathing, then it's done. Then forget it. You don't have to worry about anything else, right? But once you relax, your feet on the ground, then you start asking the questions. Your number one thing has to be from your heart. What do I need to release? What do I have to forgive? Do I have to forgive someone? Is it someone I need to show mercy and grace on like the Almighty does for us? What is it that I need to release? What am I holding on so tightly that I can't let go of? Is it my past? Is it someone that hurt me? Okay, number two, you're going to ask the Almighty. Now it's about, that was first is your heart. Now it's coming into your mind. What thought must come back into truth? What thoughts am I thinking that is not aligned with the Almighty? What am I thinking? What thought that I might have heard, or I might have heard from my parents, or it might be just ingrained from generation? What thought must come back to truth? Something that you've been deceived, something said or done to you, that you trust the lie instead of trusting the truth. Ask the Almighty, what thought, Father, that's in my mind, that I'm carrying in my thoughts, that must be aligned and come back to your truth? That's number 2. First, your heart is number 1 always, then your mind. What about our body, Mishpacha, our flesh? Ask the Almighty. Yeah, what does my body need today? What do I need? What do I need for my body to nourish it today? What am I missing? What am I lacking? What vitamin? Do I need more spinach? Do I need more garlic today? What is it? Do I need more fruits? Do I need what do I need for my body today? Do I need to work out? Do I need to remove this turkey neck or these bat wings to need our arms? Right? What do I need to do to improve my body? Because my body is the 3rd temple. What do I need to make it look as healthy and be as healthy for you? So what does my body need today? Sometimes it might just be even a foot soak. Sometimes it might just be putting some some hot water in a basin, right? And put some, and just soak your feet in some Epsom salt, some baking soda, put a little tea tree oil in, and just soak your feet. We abuse our feet so much because we're always walking, right? Sometimes our feet just need to relax. And we're going to be doing that. As a matter of fact, tomorrow, bring a basin tomorrow morning. Tomorrow, Mishpacha. Everybody tomorrow, bring a little basin of water tomorrow. And we're all going to be soaking our feet. We already have the ingredients in there. Already before you come. Make sure it's warm. Right? Bring a basin of water. Put some baking soda. Okay? If you have some tree oil, some mint or whatever, add that in there, some baking soda, Epsom salt, and bring a towel, and bring a little foot lotion, or bring some olive oil that you could put on your feet. And this way, we're going to start massaging our feet. We need to start taking our body seriously and taking care of the outside as we're taking care of the inside. How many agree to that? How many know that tomorrow when we get up 7 o'clock like we did today, we did an exercise? Tomorrow you're going to bring a basin of water, warm water. Have all those ingredients already in. Bring a towel and bring some lotion. And we're going to be rubbing out our feet. We're going to be doing some pressure points on the bottom. Jim! There you go. Right? And we're going to do some pressure points on the bottom of the soles of our feet. Because underneath our feet are pressure points that affect every area of our body. Let's start poking at a few of them. Let's get everything activated, right? Who wants to activate their feet? Right? Because we stand on them long enough. Let's start taking better care of them, right? So our heart, what do we need to release? What are we holding on to? Our mind, what thought must come back to truth, that we trust everybody else and everything else, their lies? What, Father, you got to show me, Father, what is it that I'm trusting that I either think for myself or listening to other people that's not aligned? Ask him, right? Our body. What does our body need today? Well, our body needs a full restoration, and that's what we're at right now. We're doing a full remake and an overdue of our whole body, inner and outer. Okay, that was heart, mind, and body. What about our soul, Mishpacha? What's been weighing us down? Literally, is there anything at all that's been weighing you down? Anything? We have life. It's called life. There are things that we go through, right? Not everything is like, la, 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 right? Not everything is all hunky-dory all times. We go through life, right? Things that we got to deal with. Things that we've already dealt with that tries to come back, that made us stronger, that we recognize what it is and handle it immediately. But we know the Almighty's right there. So our soul has to be what has been weighing us down. And what about our spirit? the spirit. Don't forget, we're spirit and soul. You're going to ask Yahuwah, Yahuwah, where are you leading me today? What I know I'm moving forward. Where are you leading me today? What is it that I need to do? Miss V. Velma, how are you, beautiful? Ah, right? So our spirit, Yahuwah, where are you leading me today? What is it that I need to do? What's your purpose for me to do for your purpose will here on earth as in heaven? And then what you need to do, Mishpacha, for the heart, the mind, the body, soul, and spirit, when you're asking these questions, what do you need to do in between each one? Listen. Listen for the response. Listen for what the Almighty tells you. This light right here, the halogen lights, these lights are absolutely horrible, right? We listen. And let's go into Isaiah 30:21. I'm just going to read it for us. Let me see. Do I have it open? No. I'll get it first. Isaiah 30:21. Okay? Isaiah. I'm going to read it for us because I'm right here. 30:21. You can go there with me. And what it says. We were here earlier. You ready? And your ears shall hear a word behind you. Well, the Almighty's omnipresent. You're going to hear him literally right behind you. Your ears shall hear a word behind you, saying, well, here comes a word. Here's the Ruach that's within us. You're going to hear him like he's right here audibly. And your ears shall hear a word behind you saying, this is the way. Walk ye in it. He is the way, the truth, and the life. He's telling us to stay on that narrow path. He's going to tell us what we're going to need, right? He says, this is the way. I don't want you to the right or to the left. This is the way. Walk ye in it. And when you turn to the right hand and when you turn to the left, what does he say? When he tells you to move, you move. When he tells you to walk straight, you walk straight. And he tells you right now, turn your car to the middle lane like he did with me in the middle of the night. I told you that story. I told you what happened to me, right? That live thing that happened, the Almighty was right here saying, get in the right lane, get in the middle lane right now. And right there and then, my hands, it's like the steering wheel, he had his hands on my hands and literally turning the steering wheel for me to go in the middle lane right at that second. And I heard him right here. That's exactly what, and you shall hear a word behind you. And that's exactly where it was. That's exactly where he was in my car while I was driving. This is the way. Walk ye in it. When you turn to the right hand and when you turn to the left, don't let anything keep you from keeping on the Almighty and what he tells you to do. How many of you understand? All right. So again, the heart, you're going to ask every day, what do I need to release, Yah? Ask him. Journal it so you have the answers already right there, right? What do I need to release in my heart? What in your mind, okay? What thoughts must come back to truth? Body. What does my body need today? Don't forget tomorrow, 7 a.m., we're going to come with a basin of water, and we're going to start taking care of our feet tomorrow. What does my body need today? And then let it be quiet. Let him tell it to you, right? What is my soul? Okay, number 4, soul. What has been weighing me down? Okay, you're doing everything else, but what's that one thing or two things that keep on gnawing at you? Have him answer. Then give it to him, right? And then our spirit. Yahuwah, where are you leading me today? And then what do you have to do, Mishpacha? You got to be quiet so you can hear him. Okay? And then he tells you, I'm going to be guiding you. You're going to be hearing me speak to you right behind you. I'm going to guide you in everything. Glory be to Yah. All right, Mishpacha, let me see what we have here for you. Does anybody have any questions about how important it is to be aligned with the divine Heavenly Father and his kingdom and his righteousness in all things? The divine alignment. This is the new door that we're going through. Everything else is stopping because he's elevating us on all areas of our lives. And I'm going to prove it to you. We're going to be doing an intuition. We're going to see how good you are once we do a few things. And I'm going to prove it to you. You know what? We're going to do the dandelion thing another day because it's too late right now. I'm not staying, because if I got to get up early, I'm not staying on extra. The dandelion thing could wait. We're going to be back on every night, 7 o'clock, so we can do the dandelion thing tomorrow night. It's a 3-party. You're going to want to hear. You're definitely going to want to hear. All right? First thing we're going to do, MISHPACHA, how many of you hummed today? How many of you actually hummed today? Right? We did it early today, 7 a.m. when we were on here. We did it. Crystal, anybody that was here early, right? We did it. I did it a few times today. We're going to do it again for 30 seconds. For those that didn't do it, let's do it. All right? Now, you know how we're going to do it. We're going to put our fingers, right? Our pointers. And we're going to not, if you have hearing aids, please don't push your hearing aids in. Or what you're going to do is just cover the ear canal. Just go in there. Okay? And we're going to hum. Okay? You're going to hum. You're going to take in a big breath. And then you're going to hum. Okay? And you're going to take in another breath and then hum. And we're going to do this for a minute. Let's align ourselves with the sound of the vibration. Ready? All right? Take in a deep breath, MISHPACHA. Hold it. Breathe in again. Hold. Blow out. Let's breathe in again. Hold. Breathe in again. Hold. Blow out. This is the last time. Let's just breathe in one more time. Breathe in. Hold it. Breathe in again. Hold it. And blow out everything that's dark and nasty and discomfort, and just blow out all the darkness. Just see the glory of Yah. Everything golden. All right, now we're going to vibrate. Take in a big breath and then hum it out. All right, you ready? Breathe in and then hum it. Okay. I think Mona fell asleep. Mona, how you doing? No, you go as long as you can. She's so beautiful, right? You just want to stay in that. You want to stay in there, right? That's such a, because you're blocking out everything else, all noise, everything. Your eyes are closed, right? All right. What we're gonna do now is, did I load it up? Yes, I think I did. All right. We're gonna do the golden ratio. Okay, we're going to do 432 golden ratio sound. It goes 10 different vibrations, and we're going to be doing this. We do 3, 6, and 9. We'll do it for 6 times. Okay, close your eyes and just hear the go. You're going to hear it go, and you're going to hear 10 different sounds, and we're going to do it 6 times. You ready? Okay, what we just did was activate all you got to see when people play this and they're showing an x-ray of someone's brain and you actually see it all being lit up. That's what we want. We want our brain to be lit up. Everybody get a piece of paper and a pen. We're going to do intuition tests right now. Okay? You're going to see that you always had the ability. We've always had this sense, and we're able to see in the supernatural. I'm going to show it to you. Okay? Mona did it earlier today. We did 5. Mona, out of the 5, after we did all of these, how many out of the 5 did you get right?
We got 4.
4 out of 5. 4.
Yes.
Joan got 3 out of 5, and this is the first time that we did it. Okay, we're going to do a separate class on this. I'm just letting you know that you are going to be elevated the way we're supposed to be in connection with sound. We're going to be able to we're going to be able to do telekinesis, where you're going to be able to move things because of the energy that we have, that we're going to be able to move things even just by thought and just vibration by pushing things. But we're going to be learning that together. Okay, I don't want to go too fast. We're going to have our own separate class on that, not during a live. We're going to keep that separate. Still do a few things here. So being that we just did that, all right, MISHPACHA, what I want you to do, all right, I have 2 cards here, okay? 2 kings, a king of spades and a king of hearts, okay? I want you to draw on your paper, number your papers from 1 to 5. Okay. We're going to start easy. Okay. We're going to start easy. There's a king of spades and a king of hearts. I'm going to mix them around, and I'm going to pick out one. The only thing I want you to do is vision the color. Well, I only want you to think black or red. That's all I want you to do right now. I just want you to see when I hold up the card, is it going to be black or red? Close your eyes. Okay. Visualize the king. I showed you the king of clubs. I mean, the king of spades, and I showed you the king of hearts. Okay. I'm holding up one. I'm going to send this to you because we're all one body. First thought, King of Hearts or King of Spades? Okay, MISHPACHA. Okay. King of Hearts, put 1. King of Spades, put 2. How many of you right now visualize the King of Spades? There you go. Gloria got it. Mona got it. Right now, put number 1, King of Spades, that you got that right. How many of you just got it? Michael. Let me say who else. All right. Whoever said King of Spades, you got it. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, there's 2 jokers. 2 jokers. Okay. And I'm going to put the ace of diamonds. I don't know if you can see it. So it's ace of diamonds between the 2 jokers. Okay. And I'm going to shuffle them right now. This is right here. Okay. I'm actually putting the ace of diamonds between the 2 jokers. There you go, Natasha, you got it? And now I'm going to just shuffle them. I'm going to shuffle them. I'm shuffling them. You can't see them. You're shuffling. I want you to find the ace of diamonds. I want you to think, is it going to be number 1, 2, or 3, that position? Okay. 1, 2, or 3. Okay. 1, 2, or 3. Where's that ace of diamonds? Is it the first card to the right? Is it in the middle? Or is it to the left? Number 1, 2, or 3 right now. Everybody put your number. Everybody type your number. 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3. Where do you think that ace of diamonds is? One, 2, or 3. If you said 2, you were correct. This is this light with this card. Okay, there it is. Ace of diamonds. How many have got that right? And it's okay. You're going to get really good. Gloria. So far, I think Gloria got 2 for 2. Right? You're 2 for 2. Mona, it's okay. Okay. All right, MISHPACHA. All right. I have right here 4 sevens. 4 sevens. Okay, 1 from each suit. You got the hearts, the spades, the diamonds, and the clubs. Okay. Now I just want you to think of a color, red or black. Don't think of the number. Don't think of anything else. I just want you to think of red or black. Don't even think of the suit. Just think red or black. Okay, there's 4 colors here. There's 4 cards here. All sevens. 1 from each suit. One from each suit. I just want you to think either red or black. Okay, I'm shuffling. And I'm going to pick 1 card. Okay. I want you to write down the color that you see first. Is it red or black? And then if you can, also put the suit to match it. Okay, is it red or black? And then the suit that matches that color. Okay, let's see how well you did. If your color is red, put the number 1. If your color is black, number 2. Okay, what color was the first thing that popped to your mind? The answer is black. Okay, the color is black. Now, if you were able to get the suit, it's either going to be a spades or a clubs. Okay, did you able to pick out the color and then the suit? If you were able to go a little further, if you saw the color and you saw the suit, what was the suit? Was it clubs or was it spades? If you said black clubs, Gloria got it right. Wow, good for you, gorgeous.
Now, Michelle, I put red, but I put clubs.
Okay, well, you got to know okay, so you thought
Right.
clubs, but you got to know.
After I knew I had that wrong, then when you said, well, what is it? Then I said clubs.
Okay,
When I knew it was black, then I said club.
glory be to Yah. So say what's happening here, MISHPACHA. This is what happens when you soak in your alignment and you're aligned, and your brain you're starting to work in the supernatural here. This is not a coincidence. All right, we're going to change out the cards a little bit. Okay, I'm going to show you something. Hold on. Let's do some other cards. All right. I'm just going to pick out one card. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go like this. I'm going to put all the cards back in the deck and I'm going to shuffle. Hold on. Let me just get them all back in the. All right. Here's the full deck. Just going to shuffle them. Just give a quick mix. Hold on. Let me just give a quick mix. Okay. I'm going to open from the middle of the pack. I'm just going to pick a card and I'm going to put it face down. The other ones I'm putting aside. Okay. Now there's 52 cards in a deck, right? Everybody knows there's 52 cards in a deck, right? You know there's reds and there's blacks and you know the suits, hearts, diamonds, spades, and clubs. Okay. What is the number from, now don't forget, Jack, Queen, King, and Ace. Okay. So you're going to go from, 2, or you can use Ace as 1 if you'd like to do that. Ace is number 1 up to 10. And then you got Jack, Queen, King. Okay. So think of the card. You could only go up to King, from Ace to King. Okay. We'll make Ace number 1. Okay. Ace to King. What card do you think that is? What's the number coming to you? Write that number down. And then what color do you think that card is? Is it red or black? And then what suit that matches that color? Okay. You ready? Beverly, I love you, Mama. Thank you. Oh, she's so beautiful. All right. You can't make this up. I split the deck right in front of you. I did it. I tried to do it myself. I wanted to see if I could do it myself. There was 3 things that I asked. The number, or if it was Jack, Queen, or King, right? The number, the color, and the suit. The number is 7. Can't make that up. Red diamonds. I got red diamonds, but I did 5 red diamond. I didn't do 7. I did 5 red. So I got 2 out of the 3 with this. I was close. I wasn't, but I did see the number 5. So I actually got 2. How many of you got the number 5? How many of you got the number 7? Gloria, you got the number 7? Excellent. What color? Okay, you got what? Put your speaker on.
Black.
Okay, and then what suit did you put?
I put spades.
Okay, let me see. Natasha,
I think I was mixed up.
wait a minute. Let me see. Look how close we are, Mishpacha. Look what we got. We got Velma. She got 6 of diamonds. So not only did she pick the number, she picked the suit and the color. I'm 1 away from her. She picked 6 of diamonds. I did 7 of diamonds. And then Natasha, you got all 3? You got 5 red diamond? I just want to make sure. 5 red diamond. You want to do the shuffling? James, you want to shuffle? You have a deck of cards? Jim, you can shuffle. All right. I just want to say, Natasha, you got all 3 of that right? Excellent. It's amazing that I cut and I'm on number 7. I can't make that up. So Jim, you got Jim, you want to do the shuffling or the cutting? Joe, how you doing? Did you get any of them right? Any so far?
I got 2. I got 2 out of the 2 right.
Wonderful.
Number 1 and number 2. I got 2, both of them right.
Okay.
Number 3 and 4, I got all suit, number, and color.
We're gonna get better and better at this. Don't forget.
I hope so. I hope so.
Isn't this cool what we're doing? Right? Between the humming
Absolutely.
and standing on one foot.
Gets my brain moving. That's what I love.
Right? And we all had it. Lauren, how did you do, beautiful?
I did okay. I got 2, but the rest I didn't get in.
But it's okay. 2 is better than none. Even 1 is better than none. And none is still okay because we're all still learning. Right? So even if you got none of this right, it's okay. And we're going to do something else here now. I'm going to do 1 more. All right, wait, Jim, I don't know. Can you do the shuffle? Yeah, Jim. Okay, I'll hand over the deck of cards for you. I'm just trying to see. Jim, you got a deck of cards? Okay. Natasha. Oh, wait, she got it right. 7 of diamonds. Oh, no 7 diamonds. I don't know. You said you had it. I'm trying to understand, Natasha. Wait, what did you said you got it? Jim. We did our hum before oh, wait. Jim says, you know what? Before you actually think of the card, do a hum. Put your ears, put your fingers in your ear, do a hum, and think of that card. I didn't do that. We did our humming and we did the golden ratio. That's something. You know what? But you just whatever first comes to mind. Don't change your answer. Okay? It always has to be your intuition. Okay? I'm shuffling. Ready? Who wants to play 52 card pickup? Not me. I better watch what I'm doing because I definitely don't want to play 52 card pickup. All right. All right. Yeah, my family, you could tell. All right. All right, Mishpacha. All right, we're going to do 1 more. We'll do the same thing. Okay. I am going to go right. Nobody look. I'm going to go right here, putting this away. It's going to, oh, I just flashed it. It's like me telling a joke and giving you the punchline. Hold on, I'm shuffling 1 more time. All right. I'm going to take a section of cards, just a little bit. Okay. And I'm just going to point to one. Okay. I'm going to do something different. I got to keep them down so you don't see. They're all down. And I'm going to point to this. And I'm going to put this card down. The rest are going down. All right. So number or Jack, Queen, King. Number first. And if you want to hum, that's a great deal. Let's try to do it first. Everybody think of that card. Okay. I'll hold it up. I'm not going to look at it. Visualize what's behind this card. Okay, Mishpacha, go with your first thought. Okay, I didn't see it yet myself. 8 of spades. Did anybody get the number 8? Well, I originally thought Jack, then I changed it, and you always never change. I went to my original, but then all of a sudden 9 came to me. But I stuck with my original because that was my first thought was Jack, and then it changed to 9, but it still would have been wrong. But I had Jack, black, clubs. So I didn't get any, well, I got the black. I did get a black, but I didn't get the number or the suit. So how many of you got the color, the number, the color, and the suit? Did anybody? Oh, wow, there you go, Miss V. She says 4 of spades. So you got the black and you got the suit. That's awesome. I just got the color. How did you do, Gloria?
I said a 3 of, I thought of a 3 of clubs.
Okay, so you
That's
got the
what I
black.
thought of.
So,
Yeah.
okay, so you saw a black card. Okay, you know what? How'd you do? Let me see. Lauren, how did you do? We're going to get better and better at this. And you know what? I'm going to show you. I'm going to do something with you here right now. Let's do this. I have 3 colors of pen caps. One is pink, the other is green, and the other is white. The colors are pink, green, and white. I'm going to mix them up. And I'm going to put one in my hand. I'm not going to look myself. Pink, green, or white. And I'm going to put one in my hand. Okay, visualize the color in my hand. It should come quick. What's the color you're thinking of? Gloria?
Green.
Mona?
Pink.
What color? Oh, wait a minute. Michael you did the Jack Black with me? Michael did the same thing as me. He got the Jack Black before, right? Okay, who said?
Is it green?
Pink.
You ready? White. I was thinking green myself.
Oh.
Okay, you know what? You know what? We're going to change out the white for blue. Let's just do one more. Right? So we got blue. Hold on. Blue, green, and pink. All right, let's do one more. Blue, green, or pink. Blue, green, or pink. Okay. Think of my fist. What am I holding? First thing that comes to your mind. What color, Gloria?
Blue.
Mona?
Blue.
Joe.
Blue.
We're all blue. We're all doing blue. My first thing was blue. Lauren, what's your color? James, blue. You ready? My colors, we all did blue. Here's the green and the pink on this side. This is the color. We all said blue. Every single one of us said blue. Let me say, Natasha did blue. James did blue. We're doing awesome. All right, you know what? I can't help it. Let's do, Mona's doing round of applause, everybody. Round of applause. All right, you know what? Let's make it a little bit more interesting. Let's add a red cap. All right, ready? All right, so we got red, green, blue, and pink. Ready? Red, green, blue, or pink. I'm turning my head away. Red, green, blue, or pink. I hope you all didn't see that when I just did that. Red, green, blue, or pink. All right, what's your first thought, Gloria?
Blue.
Mona?
Blue.
Joe?
Green.
I said red. What color, Lauren? Oh, anybody saying red? Because I'm seeing as I'm looking down, I see that the green, the blue, and the pink. I was thinking red. There's the red.
That's pretty close to pink, though.
Yeah, but red is red. Oh, you want me to change it up? I could do yellow. Yeah, let's get the pink out. Yeah, let's do one more. We got red. Isn't this fun? Right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, look at us. Woohoo! Your little intuitive family. Right? Right, Jim, how you doing? All right, so now, oh, wait a minute. Let me say the colors again. Yellow, red, green, and blue. Yellow, red, green, and blue. I'm just going to pick in one. Put the rest down. Red, yellow, green, or blue. Let's say red. For me. What color do you have, Gloria?
Blue.
Blue? Mona?
Red.
Joe?
Yellow.
James? Yellow? All right, from looking at the caps that are here, I didn't get this one. It was green. I didn't get this one. I didn't get this one at all.
Amazing.
Huh. Isn't this cool? Isn't this cool? All right, I'm going to do one more here. Hold on. We'll do one more. What's this card? I'm going to give you a number from 1 to 5. Oh, let's go from 2 to 5. Let's just go from 2 to 5. 2 to 5. Think of this number. What's your first thought, Mona?
4.
4. Gloria?
3.
3. Joe?
5.
5. I don't know where Lauren is. Lauren? I don't know. Jim, what's your number? Michael, what's your number? 2 to 5. Pick a number. All right, 4 of diamonds. Natasha did 3. Okay, you ready? The number is 2. 2. But you know what? We're going to get better at this, MISHPACHA. And you know what? We're going to be doing other things. We're going to be showing that you feel electricity within your own hands. I'm going to show you other things. But this was fun. You never know what you're going to see here, right? Never know what MISHPACHA is going to be happening here at our family. Yeah, right? Right? Never a dull moment. Right, MISHPACHA? It's past my bedtime. It's 10:03. I got to get up with you guys tomorrow. I got to go. Nope, I'm not kidding. I'm here 7 o'clock, Mishpacha. We're going to be up. Better get your good night's sleep. You want your body on YAHUAH'S time, right? We're on a 24-hour cycle. Our body is on a 24-hour cycle. Some things happen during the day. Other things happen at night. Don't forget, we did our humming today. Don't forget to stand on your one leg each for 30 seconds. I got up to 58 seconds on each leg today. Don't forget to drink water when you wake up first thing, before you have coffee or before you have your tea or anything else. You have a first glass of water. Please, if you get up, don't forget, we're getting up now right before sunrise. So don't forget, we get that early sun right on our face and in our arms. Don't forget to lay down for 5 minutes. I didn't do that today. As a matter of fact, my day is not over. I know you're supposed to do it at 3 o'clock, but I did not do that. I think I'm going to go do that now, lay on my back for 5 minutes because it does alignment, right? Don't forget we did our humming. And don't forget, what are we bringing tomorrow? Who knows what we're bringing 7 o'clock tomorrow? Gloria.
Bringing a pan and a towel and Epsom salt and baking soda.
And there she
Take
is.
our feet.
So what are we going to do? We're going to take care of our feet tomorrow, Mishpacha, because we're going to be we're on a new adventure. We're going to have everything that's good. You think, you want to know something? This is just a start to show you where we are now. Watch where we are in 5 days from now. Okay? Because we're going to start eating everything. Try to eat as much that has life, right? Fruits, vegetables, grains, legumes, right? Try to eat as much things that have life. Right? I'm not saying that you can't give up meat because we're not doing a fast, but the more that we're eating things that have life, the more that interacts with our spirit, body, and soul. That's life, spiritually and supernaturally and in the natural, right? So I want to ask you something. How did you guys do? How do you guys feel? Woohoo! Right? Isn't it fun? Knowing our true identity and that we're raising up our vibration in all our senses that have been suppressed. I'm excited. All right, tomorrow, 7 o'clock, we're going to bring have it already done. Have that done. I don't want to see everybody mixing while we're here, right? We don't need to see Shanae feet. We don't need anybody Shanae. Nobody show me your feet because I'm not a foot person. I don't want to see anybody's feet, all right? Not a foot person. So what we're going to do is come tomorrow 7 a.m., right? Sunrise is going to start happening because when we were on, it was already dark. Right? And we came on, and then we were here during the sunrise, right? So we're going to get a basin of water. We're going to bring some Epsom salt, baking soda. Make sure it's already in here. Okay? When we start tomorrow, bring a towel and bring some lotion.
TikTok, right?
What, beautiful?
TikTok, right?
TikTok. No,
Okay.
Well, if I might have Zoom. It's fun to do this all together with Zoom too. But it's nice that you guys could also, because I noticed that when we're on TikTok together, it's starting to grow big on the TikTok because you guys are hitting the likes and sharing. But if you are able, I'll try to get TikTok going too. I mean, I'm trying to get Zoom. All right. I think we will because it's something that's an interaction that we're doing. And everything we're doing is going to be on YouTube. Is YouTube even still recording? Yes, it is. All right, Mishpacha. Who knows what time it is? Mona? Sound the alarm, Mishpacha. Get our bodies acclimated to everything that's in the natural. That's right. Who knows what time it is for me, Mishpacha? Say it, Mona.
Go to bed.
Go to bed. Go to bed. Everybody. I know it's early for some of you guys, but you know what? The early to bed. What does it say? Early to go to bed. Go to bed early, wake up early. What is that saying? Early to bed, early to rise makes a man wealthy, healthy, and wise. Or a woman. Or Mishpacha. All right, Mishpacha, don't forget the basin tomorrow. Sunrise, I'll see you tomorrow, 7 o'clock. Ciao for now, everybody. I love you so much. See you tomorrow. Don't forget, every day, 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. Okay? I love you. Ciao for now. Yay! That's awesome. Yay! What fun. All right. Ciao for now.